2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Hawks in Atlanta. Well, for Atlanta, the talk has been that they don't want to play with caution tonight. They want to let it all hang out. They seem to be a pretty revved up group coming into this game. We'll see if that translates into success on the court. And you look at the Hawks.
Is that a hawk?
Wow, that's not a healthy hawk.
Okay.
Coach Mike Budenholzer has created an identity and a style of play for this team. Some big roster changes, but they keep trucking right along.
But, he's got the championship pedigree. His time with the Spurs. Remember those years when he was, a Spur assistant? So now he's got his own opportunities, and players respect that.
Well, they also respect his knowledge of the game, and, he inspires them, and he promotes great team chemistry.
You want to give me that hawk again?
It sounds like an eagle.
Eagle, hawk, same thing. They got wings and they fly.
Yeah,
Seagull.
more like a seagull than an eagle. Yeah.
Sounds not really like a seagull. Just not like a...
If I go outside right now, 50 hawks will come.
Okay.
You know why? I'm the Birdman. I didn't say that all year.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And the performance of the Star-Spangled Banner by Linda Lynn. We are happy to have you with us tonight for the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today as the Atlanta Hawks get ready to battle. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. And now Washington starting group. A great scoring pair of wings. Beal the 2, Porter the 3. Morris and Gortat together down low. And it's Wall in at the guard position. Now here's Beal. Here's Gortat. Bazemore grabs the miss.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
The pass to Ilyasova. No good with the triple. Atlanta on D. And the shooter Ilyasova played the first 7 seasons of his career with the Milwaukee Bucks, but he's had to keep his bags packed over the last couple seasons.
Yeah, just in the last 2 seasons, Detroit, Orlando, Oklahoma City, Philadelphia, and Atlanta. In the summer, he signed a new free agent deal. I'm sure he's looking forward to having a stable address for a little while. You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Beal with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, struggling to find any daylight.
Wall's shot is off.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Ilyasova, screen on Wall. Lock at 6. It's Schroeder with the drive. Wall with a block. Porter with it. Guarded now by Prince. Porter kicks to Wall. Shoots over Schroeder. Porter against Prince. Porter dishes to Gortat. And the layup is good. Gortat's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Washington.
And finally, somebody knocks down a shot. This has not been pretty thus far.
They set the screen. Bazemore for three. Washington with the rebound.
Their blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Now here's Wall. To the paint. Here's Gortat. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Schroeder kicks to Dedmon. Kicks it out to Prince. Connects from three-point range. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Washington trailing. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. Said the key to this game is how much they can limit the quality looks inside. He said when you're playing a team like this, you don't stand a chance if you give them easy shots down low. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Now here's Prince. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Porter passes to Wall. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Morris into the lane. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the Hawks with an unselfish offensive style. Players in motion, a lot of spacing, and Steve Smart shot selection.
Yeah, it is. But what they really need is they need more shooters and playmakers. They don't have enough of them. Right now, their offense is predicated on guys who have a high skill level.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And there's so much more to the game than explosive athleticism. We see that. We're wowed by it. But, you know, Steve, there are those players who win with guile and being smart and crafty. Any names come to mind when you think about that aspect?
Yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies, their entire team, Kevin. When you look at Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, but some other names, Draymond Green, those guys, they won't wow you with their athleticism, but they have such a high basketball IQ. Chris Paul, those guys, they just know how to play. Harrison Barnes is another.
Here's Delaney. Outside, Bellinelli. Rebound by Mahimi. And Meeks kicks to Frazier. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Frazier's got his first points in this one. Passes it to Collins. Hawks passing it around. Prince outside. They set the pick. Here's Delaney. Buries it from three-point range. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Morris a screen. Now the feed to Mahimi. Now here's Oubre, guarded by Prince. Here's Morris. Got a hand on it. And here is Prince. Oubre with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Now here's Frazier. Defense is right there. Here's Mahimi. They get it back, and the shot is good.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Now here's Prince. Here's Delaney. The three-pointer no good. The Wizards with the lead. Here's Meeks. Second shot opportunity, and Morris with the lay-in.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
And here's Atlanta. Delaney, the pass to Muscala. And Bellinelli kicks to Delaney. Prince outside. Back to Delaney. From deep. Rebound, Washington. Mahinmi's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw tonight.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Here is Frazier. Mahinmi a screen. Frazier dishes to Meeks. The three-pointer no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Wizards lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form, my follow-through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still, to this day, thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter, that's what's given them the advantage.
Control the boards, and you control the flow of the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta, Collins is out there with Prince. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Delaney in at the point. Here's Mahinmi. A second chance effort. Smith, no luck.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Collins using his post moves to get the 2 points. Collins has got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Well, Greg, for 2 straight seasons before this, the Wizards have had a starting 5 that all average double figures on the year. The engine of this offense, I think, is the backcourt, but they can all hurt you, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Having a balanced offense like they do makes it tough for teams to prepare defensively. You can't just double or key in on Wall or Beal because they do a great job of facilitating. I think the bigger question moving forward is just going to be, what will the impact of that bench be? And ultimately, that's going to determine whether they can contend.
Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. Ken Bazemore comes in for Taurean Prince. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Bellinelli. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Gortat's checked in for Mahinmi. Porter comes in for Oubre. Beal's checked in for Meeks. And John Wall's subbed in for Frazier. Now here's Beal. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Drills the three-pointer.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
They set the pick. Here's Schroeder. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
Schroeder against Wall. He feeds it to Beal. Screened by Smith. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Washington with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Bazemore for 3. That shot off. And Washington the other way now. Outside, Wall. Outside, Beal. Dedmon with the block. That one goes in.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Back to Schroeder. Over Wall. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this lead. He's been off all night. Man, Mike Budenholzer this summer in a rare move, stepping down from his role as head of basketball operation, content to just coach the Hawks. He didn't want both jobs.
And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That is his first foul of the game. Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Morris is checked in. Wall against Schroeder. Outside, Wall. Fires from 14. Rebound by Ilyasova. And to his credit, in his time running the Hawks, Mike Budenholzer has helped establish them as a consistent playoff competitor in the Eastern Conference.
Even as they've lost some veterans and look to go younger, they remain competitive, a hallmark of a good organization. The pieces may shift, but the culture remains the same.
And here's Wall after the three-pointer from Dennis Schroeder. And Wall, here we go now. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Wizards lead by 4.
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning-quick first step.
Dedmon kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Delaney. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Delaney's got 6. Wizards have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Gortat, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Schroeder kicks to Ilyasova. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Porter. That one a little long.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
What I love is he takes the right angle, affects the shot without fouling.
Yeah, well, I mean, once he gets the ball, it's just off to the races.
And you have to like the punctuation at the end of it. Great individual play.
Here is Gortat after the basket by Atlanta. Wall, no luck. 51 seconds left in the first half. Schroeder against Wall. The drive by Schroeder. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Schroeder against Wall. Outside, Beal. Wizards passing it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Wall. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Wall's got 4 this quarter. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Bazemore on the wing. Over Porter. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the Wizards leading by a point. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks, we're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks.
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
And we welcome you back with a look at Phillips Arena, such a terrific location here in the heart of downtown Atlanta. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Smitty, you played a couple seasons in the Northwest where the Portland Trail Blazers are wildly successful and very, very popular. You hear rumblings about a return of the NBA to Seattle. Do you think it'll ever happen?
You know, Kevin, I hope so. There's a lot of places in the NBA, and we have some great cities. But I think Seattle, speaking for myself, was one of the favorites. They came out, they supported. Obviously, most fan bases support when they're winning. But even when Seattle was mediocre, that fan base was there. They enjoyed it. I love the Northwest. I hope it happens again. I hope NBA basketball returns to Seattle.
So on the floor for Washington, Morris and Gortat together down low. Beal and Porter at the 2 and the 3. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And Dennis Schroeder out of Germany handed the keys as the full-time starter at the point guard in his 4th season.
And with his confidence and competitive spirit, you know, he was chomping at the bit for that opportunity. And you got to love his athleticism coupled with that big play capability. It's just exciting to see how good this young man can become.
He hits the second from the line.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Wall against Schroeder. And Wall kicks to Morris. And it's good off the back rim and in. Morris has got 6.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Porter kicks to Morris.
Ooh. That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. He took good advantage of that screen. Schroeder's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
You know, when Dennis Schroeder gets hot, he can take over.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Dishes it to Gortat. Back to Beal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you could argue
Bradley Beal was one of the bigger all-star snubs from last season. It's great to see what he can do when finally healthy, and has always been a dangerous scorer when he's at 100%.
And he makes the first. And with Beal, and Greg, you brought this up with his health because he hadn't been able really to play a full slate of games in his first 4 years in the NBA.
Yeah, and credit him for dedicating his efforts to improve his health. I mean, was a time when you thought injuries would maybe limit his career, but when he's on the court, he is one of the best we have at that off-guard position, and he's only going to get better.
And so he makes both from the line.
But when you look at this Washington team, the strength clearly lies in that backcourt. Wall and Beal, arguably the best backcourt in this league. They are the engine that motors this team with their scoring and playmaking.
Sinks the triple.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
Washington trailing. Here is Wall. He kicks to Mahinmi. Back to Wall, and he uses the glass on the layup. Wall's got 6 points. There's Washington backcourt of Wall and Beal. Last season, Greg, they were able to both stay healthy, and Wizards fans finally saw just how potent they both could be.
And remember all those rumors how these two couldn't coexist? Well, they sure liked existing together last season. I mean, they really carried this group when it mattered, and both just explosive players who are not only leaders, but they're terrific two-way players for this franchise.
And here is Muscala, following the three-pointer by John Wall. But they'll get another chance. And Bellinelli kicks it over to Schroeder. Beal on the double team. Now the dish to Prince. Over Porter. And that one hits back iron. Washington leading now by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Dennis Schroeder, very slippery with the ball in his hands.
Oh, yo, you see the quickness, Kevin. He can get wherever he wants on the court. It's all about finishing when he gets in there.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. And Steve, in your playing days, you always struck that balance, I always thought, between calling your own number and creating for teammates. That's a real gift.
It is, and I think the value of playing winning basketball, Kevin, is whatever play dictates making your teammates better or making the winning play. I think a lot of guys right now get caught up in stats. Whatever's the play to help your team win, that's the play that needs to be made.
Yeah, well said.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Back to Frazier. Wizards passing it around. Smith outside. 6 to shoot. Schroeder against Frazier. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Delaney's checked in. The Hawks trail by 3. Prince outside. Muscala up top. Pass to Delaney. Fires for 3. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Meeks with the steal. Here's the floater. And Frazier with the basket on the assist by Meeks. Frazier's got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards. Delaney kicks to Muscala. And there's the pass to Delaney. He dishes it to Prince. There's the screen. Shoots a 3. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And Mahinmi has it in the corner. Feeds to Oubre. Back to Mahinmi. Out to Smith. Frazier outside. 6 to shoot. Lets it go. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first points of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Mahinmi's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Frazier the pass to Mahinmi. Off with the layup.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot. I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Find some space out beyond the arc.
Frazier outside. Mahinmi a screen. It's deflected. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Off the left rim and out.
I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Frazier outside. The 3. The Wizards with another miss.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
Here's Prince. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Outside, Meeks. The shot, no good. A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Just relax. We're in good shape. Keep looking for each other. Keep cutting hard. Everybody look. Take care of our defense. More pressure. More activity.
That's Coach Mike Budenholzer running through the gambit of areas where he feels they need to excel.
Yeah, I mean, and most of all, Coach is asking them to be 100% engaged. Give it your all, and then let the chips fall where they may.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. They've got Bellinelli. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Delaney in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Delaney. Gortat with the steal. All with it. In the corner, it's Oubre. Just his first attempt. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And the Wizards lead by 4. Delaney kicks to Ilyasova. Passes it to Delaney. Here's the screen. Bellinelli with the 3. Rebound, Washington. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Kicks to Oubre. Back to Wall. Smith sets the pick for Wall. The feed to Gortat. Dedmon with the block. Now Bellinelli. Pass to Delaney. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Washington calls timeout.
You know, the 7-footer Dwayne Dedmon was a late bloomer to this game. His mother didn't let him play sports early on, but when he turned 18, though, he decided he wanted to pursue basketball.
And for most 7-footers, the game finds them. Coaches and scouts search out kids with special physical gifts like Dwayne Dedmon.
He's had to make up for lost time, but he made it. Last season, the most consistent playing time of his career. The Spurs coaching staff bringing him up to speed.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Malcolm Delaney. And then for Washington, Morris is checked in for Smith. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Oubre. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
The first one falls.
Yeah, easy to appreciate Wall, an all-star caliber talent who just fills up the stat sheet.
And so John Wall nails both of them.
And the Hawks in the last couple seasons with some roster turnover, established veterans departing, and now with Millsap leaving, they have embraced a complete rebuild.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Schroeder. It's Beal on the wing. He feeds it to Gortat. Unloads from 13. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Hawks traded Howard and lost Paul Millsap in short time. So the rebuild, it would appear, is on for Atlanta.
And it seems like they feel good with how they've approached it. You know, you got to commit to turning things over and starting anew. And the Hawks have taken the first steps to building towards the future.
Here's Bellinelli after the made shot from Bradley Beal. They grab their own miss. Tries again. Gortat with the defensive effort.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind. Lazy defense against a good score turns out not to matter.
Here's Dedmon. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
And Wall kicks to Morris. It's Beal on the wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Wall. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Porter. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And Morris comes over to help. Ilyasova, no one around him. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here's Porter. And another miss by Washington.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Dedmon, a shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
And Schroeder becoming a more consistent floor general out there.
Washington's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Morris a screen. And it's Beal in the corner. Down low. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Beal. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now here's Schroeder. Here's the screen. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the jam.
Oh, he got fancy
easy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. The drive by Schroeder.
This is where the point guard position is going. Dennis able to manufacture points in critical moments.
Morris a screen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Hawks. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Here's Schroeder, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Schroeder's got 22 points.
That's why Dennis is so special. Tremendous poise when the game is on the line.
Here's Morris. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. 14 points for Markieff Morris. The Hawks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Schroeder against Wall. He's feeling it. Dedmon dishes to Prince. Beal on the double team. Lock at 6. Bazemore for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Washington the other way now. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And at the offensive end, Gortat probably doesn't get his due. He's got a lot of moves, and he can finish with either hand. And his work on the offensive glass is more than capable.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Nice balance, stopping and popping. Shooter very fluid with the ball in his hands.
The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Wall, they get the rebound. Buries it.
And a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. We've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
Puts it up off the inbound. Not enough on that one as it misses. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Washington, Otto Porter. 2 shots.
2.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
They need to work on getting a clean, quality look from the perimeter here. That should be their focus.
And here's Atlanta. 6-point game. Ilyasova a screen. Kicks it out to Prince. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Dedmon passes to Schroeder. Prince dishes to Dedmon. Bazemore for 3. It falls.
Terrific score when they needed it the most. Bazemore in this situation, he remained calm.
And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, March. You guys were all business tonight. No joking or fooling around. What was the approach?
You know, we come into the game prepared, more focused. We got a lot of energy, and, you know, basically it was an overall good game for us.
Very good performance, March. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.